Hey everybody, Rockin' Robin here. Stick around, today we're going to make chili. Good old-fashioned chili. Everyone loves chili. This is my version of it. Stick around, we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm outside today in beautiful northwest Indiana. It's about 35 degrees. Great day. Thought I would have had a little more sunshine today, but I guess this is what I get, right? So I'm making a basic chili that I've been making for a long time. It's not relatively difficult, okay? You can make it in a couple hours. But one of the things that I start off with is bacon, okay? I use about 3/4 of a pound of bacon. Alright? I put it in the pot right here, and you want to bring this down. You hear that sizzling, right? Cook all that bacon down. You don't got to cut it in pieces, because you're going to take it out in a few minutes when it's done. It makes it much easier to get out after you've left it whole. So we're going to cook this down, right? Cook this bacon down. We're going to take it out when it's done. We'll leave that juice in there. The way that I do it is after I take the bacon out, leave the bacon fat in there, I'll saute an onion for a few minutes. Okay, this is one whole onion. This whole recipe requires 2 full onions, but right now we put the first one in after this bacon gets done rendering, and we'll go from there. So let me get this cooking here. Let me cook this bacon down, and we'll be right back in a second. Thanks. Alright, we're back. So, been letting the bacon cook for about 5-7 minutes or so, until it's kind of crispy. You don't want it overdone. I like mine fairly crispy, but not, burnt, because you're going to put it back in there in a few minutes. So we'll take this out. I got a nice little puddle of bacon fat down there that we're going to use. So as you get the bacon out of here, right? Got all that juice down there. So, second part of this is now you take this onion that we've already cut up, one whole onion, dump that in there, okay? Hear that sizzling pretty good. You want to cook that down. Just a few minutes, it'll start getting translucent. Not a whole lot of time. Keep stirring it. Kind of start breaking down. So what I have here is chili powder, okay? So this is one of the ones that I use. It's a Morton and Bassett from San Francisco. Never heard of it. But I like to use it. Never really paid attention to the brands, but this is one that I've used before and like it. So what I do is I take the chili powder and I kind of add my own stuff to it. And I'll have that in the actual what's in here description box below. I add some other things to it just to fluff it up the way I like it, okay? And you can see in this right here, I also like to use some beef bouillon. This core stuff's good. Some of the stuff that I use in my chili, jalapeno flavored pinto beans, black beans, some stewed tomatoes, tomato sauce, and a tomato paste right here, and 2 jalapenos cut up. Okay, so I have 2 pounds of ground hamburger meat here, and this is looking pretty good. Still kind of getting translucent like I like it. So what I'll do is I'll put this in after this breaks down here, starts getting loose. Throw the hamburger meat in there and start letting it cook. So when that starts getting cooked down, I'll add just probably a tablespoon or 2 of my chili powder. Let it kind of get friendly in there. And then I'll put the secret ingredient in a second. After that gets going. Oh man, if you could smell that. I'm sure all the neighbors probably smell that. They'll all be over here. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and throw the meat in. 2 pounds. Okay. Bring this baby in here. We'll cook this down for a few minutes, and at the next step, I will come get you. Thanks. Okay, so now that our meat and onions is kind of cooked down, it's ready for the next step. So again, remember my chili powder, kind of add a little bit of stuff. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon in here. Okay. Mix it up a little bit, kind of get it happy in there with each other. Maybe a little bit more. Just kind of want a little bit of that red color in there, you know. That's where you know you got it in there good. So after you get that stirred in, here's my secret ingredient. This is what I like. I use a whole beer, okay? Use any beer you want. You don't have to use it if you don't have a beer. You don't have to. You can just let it cook and go on to the next step, which we'll do after this. What I'll do is put a whole beer in here. I don't put an ice cold beer in here because when you put cold liquid in this hot pot, it kind of really freaks it out and it takes forever. So if you have lukewarm beer, throw it in there, pour it all in there like that. You're going to get some foam in there, it's alright. Stir this baby up. So for every 2 pounds of hamburger meat, 1 beer. Okay. What started me on this was I was using a tougher, cheaper piece of meat when I first started cooking chili, and I figured out that the beer can help it kind of get tender. Okay, so you use beer if you want to. You don't have to. I like it. Gives it a better flavor. So put the lid on it, put it on low, and let that cook down for about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, half an hour maybe, and then we'll go next step. See you in a second. Okay, we're back. We're about halfway done. So at this point, we've left the beer kind of cooking the meat and the onions, kind of let it simmer down just a little bit. Okay, about 15-20 minutes. Got a good aroma coming off there. So at this point, what we're going to do now is we're going to add, I always like to add the beans last, but we're going to add, I think it's 16 ounces, 8 ounces of tomato sauce. 2 of those. One can of stewed tomatoes, diced. Okay. I like those. And a tomato paste. Now, depending on how thick you like it, you can make it more paste. You know, the thicker you like it, you can put more paste. A little trick that I learned on a cooking show: cut off both ends, pull the metal piece off there like that. Put it on your spoon, push down. Put the other one on. It's all gone. Take off your top metal piece. Bingo bango. Right in there. Just like that. After you get this all in here like so, stir it up. Like I said, I like to put the beans in right after this, so I don't get all the beans all mushed up. At this point, you can add a little bit more of your chili powder mix. Okay. Get that in there all incorporated. Now, I did drain the beans. I don't like all that sodium liquid in there. These are pintos with jalapeno, okay? You don't have to have jalapenos if you don't want to. We like them. We're jalapeno eaters, that's for sure. Peppers are good for you. Get all those in there like that. Get more in there. Come on, dudes. Beans out of there. Black beans. Gotta boil black beans. Got all those in there, yep. And jalapenos. Okay. I still got one more onion to put in here. I will do that last. So we're going to stir this up here. Let this get all nice and warm. We're going to add a little bit of beef broth and stuff in a few minutes here with the onion. The final stages of the chili. Let that heat all up. It's getting colder out here, man. Northwest Indiana and 1st of February, and it's 35 degrees. So, can't complain. I guess I could be standing in snow, right? So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We got 2 more steps. Chili's almost done. Thanks. Alright, so time for the final step. We have our last onion we're going to put in. Okay, kind of brought that up to a nice little bubble there. Got all of our bacon. Can't forget about the bacon, right? I crumbled all that up. Put that bacon in there. We want all that bacon in there. We don't want to miss anything. After that, throw the rest of your seasonings in there. Chili powder. And give her a stir, okay? Because we're going to add a little bit of beef broth to it. But remember, whenever you're putting any kind of liquid in, stuff like this, you want to make sure that your broth is warm, not cold. Now this isn't boiling hot, but it's warmer. So you just want to just kind of pour it in there a little bit and stir till you get the consistency that you like. It's all personal preference. Some people like it super thick, some people like it like a soup. Me, I kind of like a medium, really. So we'll see how this kind of works here for us. Now this is taking all of about an hour, but I'm outside and it's kind of cold, so you know, in the house it may take a less time. But after you get it to this point, after you put that in there, now is where you can put the lid on this bad boy and let it set for an hour or two on low and just let it gel and cook together. Yeah, you can eat it right now, wouldn't be a problem, but you're going to get a better result or a better flavor profile if you let that just kind of sit, okay, let it kind of cook real slow. So I'm going to give it about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm going to bowl it up here, and we're going to see how it tastes. Don't go away. Alright, we're back. It's been about half an hour or so. We're going to try it, and it smells delicious, man. Wish you could smell it. A little steam coming off of there. Get a little bit in the bowl here, show you guys what it looks like. You guys can see that from there. Man, this looks good. This is some good stuff right there. Man. Woo! I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. Ooh, the jalapeno. You know what time it is? It's chili time. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it. Gonna add some cheese to it, some sour cream. Add more chili powder. At this point, you can do whatever you want to with it. Leave your comments below. I'll post the recipe. See how it goes. Thanks. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you like the chili. It's one of my favorites. Hit subscribe, share, and like, all that. And just trying to see how many subscribers I can get. Just doing what I love. Thanks. Have a good day.